So why did BABA push up? 7% on the day at market open. It's still up 5%. And in comparison to everything else, what caused Alibaba stock to gap up so much? I don't know if you guys heard the news, but Jack Ma, which is the original founder of Alibaba, made a public appearance. So it was super amazing to see that the overall market was up. Although the overall market was up, there were certain stocks, and I'm not too sure if you guys were able to see this, certain stocks that did open up in the green, but then as soon as the market opened, they gapped up a little bit and then have been selling off ever since. BABA is kind of similar to that as of right now. It's been trading between the middle and bottom VWAP, been making lower lows, lower highs. And one of the things that I think a lot of people kind of are saying right now, and based off of yesterday's kind of like preparation to right now, is yesterday I held my smallest position on Alibaba that I have in a while. I only held 100 shares. And although I get it, that's a good deal of money, I normally hold about 150, 200, 250 shares overnight. Waking up and seeing that like, wow, I woke up, with, $1,500 profit on Alibaba, and I can show you guys right here. It's super amazing. I'm so grateful. But what is something that is said right after? Man, I wish I would have held a little bit more. I would have been up either $3,000 or $4,000, right? Because if I would have held twice as much, I could have made twice as much. But one of the things that we need to take into consideration is like no one can ever see the future. And there is no question that Alibaba is overbought. Just like the overall market as of right now, let's be honest, it's not the best deal. It's super, super bullish. And that's why I held my 100 shares, because Alibaba was bullish. And that's why I'm holding a couple shares of different stocks, because the overall market and those series of stocks are still bullish. But because of what's happening today and the inauguration, I hope that the market only continues to go up. But it's very close-minded to trade based off of hope. And although I'm very grateful, and I'm sure you guys are very grateful with, holding your positions and being and opening up in the green, it's an amazing feeling. And it only encourages you that you wish that you would have held more. But I want to just remind you, what if this would have gapped down 5%? What if it would have gapped down 7%? You would have said the exact opposite. Wow, I'm so happy that I only held 100 shares instead of 250 shares. Or wow, I'm so happy that I sold my entire position. I should have sold more, right? Or I have 100 shares. I should have sold more. It is not based off of what actually happened that you should try to determine what you should do next, but it's not always just trying to think about how can I make the most money when we're already at these overbought levels. And trust me, I get it. Everyone has their own trading style. I'm never here to convince you that the way I do things is the only thing to do things. But I just want you to be prepared. And sorry for these super annoying videos, and I'm going to keep this one super short and sweet. But with everything that is going to be talked about today, and the inauguration happens in about 40 minutes from now. So probably when this video goes public, the news will be out and the inauguration would have happened. So it's great based off of how the market is reacting right now. I hope that it only becomes more consistent after the inauguration, but it would not surprise me that we can begin to see a big shift of direction. And the main reason because of this is because we're so overbought. The overall market, NASDAQ, is at 180-day highs. That is so important to know. The overall market is super overbought. I hope, and I'm sure you all hope, it continues to uptrend. So it makes sense on why you still have an open position, but stay balanced. Have enough money that you feel motivated, but not so much that you can't tolerate a pullback. You cannot be surprised if it begins to pull back. It doesn't mean that the market's going to crash. It doesn't mean that it's going to sell all the way back off. Pullbacks happen all the time. They pull back here, they pull back here, they pull back here, they pull back here, they pull back here. So why would it surprise you that after it makes new highs, it begins to slowly correct itself a little bit, right? To maybe the SMA line. And that's all I want you to know is I'd rather you be prepared than being surprised. And trust me, I know I sound probably like a broken record. I just want to do my part in not hyping everything up, especially as something is about to happen, but reminding more of our beginner traders that are, more easily influenced to not be so influenced by all the buy, especially when we are at these very overbought levels. You guys have nothing but time to make money in the market. You have so much to learn, and mistakes will be made. It is much easier to tolerate a mistake when your position size is not super heavy. And I think a lot of us can agree on that. So I definitely have made a couple mistakes during my trading session today. So I'm up a little bit over $2,100 on the day. And this is following up with my day yesterday of being up a little bit over $5,000. So I'm super grateful to have kicked off 2021 and on such a positive note, kicking off this week. Although it's only a four-day trading week, we've been absolutely killing it. Let's watch that position size. Let's stay effective, and let's not be afraid to lock in profits, because it's great when things are going according to plan, but anyone can make money in a bull market. It's, can you do your part in managing risk and tolerating that pullback? And just remind yourself, you can always buy more at a better price, right? So it's not about joining the hype, it's understanding and staying calculated. So I appreciate you guys' time. I hope that I earned your thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. I wish you guys nothing but the best. Continue working hard, continue following dreams. Let your passion be what drives your success. And like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.